By the time Phase 2 appeared on my screen, I had stopped pretending this was still research. Research implies distance. Observation implies safety. I had neither. The files updated quietly. No alerts, no sounds, just new entries appearing where there had been empty space seconds before. Names, coordinates, timestamps that didn't match any known time zone. What disturbed me most wasn't the volume of data. It was the order. Everything was structured, prioritized, as if the pattern had moved beyond identification and into allocation. I noticed something else, too. Some entries were marked differently, faded, archived before they were complete, failed synchronizations. I opened one. The file contained fragments of messages, incomplete logs, and a final note written in plain language. Subject became aware, too late. That phrase appeared again and again. Different files, same conclusion. The people who failed weren't the ones who resisted. They were the ones who noticed, but hesitated. At 3:17 that night, I didn't feel pressure behind my eyes. I felt absence, a hollowing out of sound, like the world had briefly muted itself to listen elsewhere. My phone remained still, no vibration, no update. That silence was intentional. I realized then that Phase 2 wasn't about expansion, it was about refinement. The pattern was no longer waking everyone, it was selecting. I thought of Maria, of Thomas Hale, of all the names that vanished from records without closure. They weren't removed, they were reassigned. If you're still listening, still following this account, this is where attention matters most. Like the story, subscribe, not for me, but so these records remain visible. Because once something stops being observed, it doesn't disappear, it relocates. At 3:18, the system clock on my laptop adjusted itself. 1 second forward. No notification, no explanation, just correction. A new label appeared beside my name. Observer. Unstable. I didn't know what happened to unstable observers, but I knew what happened to late ones. That was when I understood the final mistake everyone before me had made. They believed Phase 2 was the end. It isn't. It's preparation.